in the first segment, you used the term woke, and you said that woke is what was sort of ruining everything.
No, I didn't say ruining everything. I said that's why Trump could get reelected.
That's why Trump could get reelected.
Yeah.
Woke is a word used by the black community to note that we must be aware of social injustices.
But words migrate.
So why is that a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing, and originally that was actually a great thing. Alert to injustice. Who's not for that? But words do migrate.
We're all concerned about the fact that the International Criminal Court just today issued a subpoena for Bibi Netanyahu.
Well, that's.
Bill Maher recently took on Sunny Hostin, dismantling her argument with precision and biting humor, completely dismantling both her point and the Hollywood echo chamber. His response was so on point that it left the audience stunned. Here's the twist. Although both lean left, they should technically align. But Maher has set himself apart by rejecting the woke narrative.
First segment, you used the term woke, and you said that woke is what was sort of ruining everything. And I know that you're...
No, I didn't say ruining everything. I said that's why Trump could get reelected.
That's why Trump could...
What was it about Bill Maher's comments that riled up the woke warriors in Hollywood? And how will this clash influence the growing divide within the left? Stick around. We'll break it all down. You won't want to miss a minute of this, I promise.
About the change that's happened in the left, watching people protest for an organization like Hamas, that straightened me up pretty quick.
Bill Maher recently appeared on The View to promote his new book, but what started as a routine stop quickly turned into a heated debate. Maher shocked the audience by criticizing his own party and grilling the woke narrative. When Sunny Hostin challenged him about using the term woke, the tension skyrocketed, but Maher was ready with a response.
It struck me that in the first segment, you used the term woke. You said that woke is what was sort of ruining everything. And I know that you're...
No, I didn't say ruining everything. I said that's why Trump could get reelected.
That's why Trump could get reelected.
Yeah.
So the term woke has been, in my view, co-opted by the right and weaponized and bastardized. And so I was surprised to hear you use the term because historically, as you know, because I think you're quite brilliant, that woke is a word used by the black community to note that we must be aware of social injustices.
But words migrate.
So why is that a...
Hostin tried to outsmart Maher, subtly painting him as a hypocrite attacking his own society. However, Maher wasn't fooled. He saw through the setup and wasn't about to let his words be twisted to fit the woke narrative.
And originally that was absolutely a great thing. Alert to injustice. Who's not for that? But words do migrate. Now, I'll use any term you want.
Okay.
Because maybe that is a word that's triggering, and so let's not use that word. I don't know, want to call it the super far.
Maher's first move was a clever strategic maneuver. He avoided Hostin's trap by arguing that language evolves, and words change meaning over time. Instead of defending the original meaning of woke, he used the term as it was presented by his critics. Hostin walked straight into her own trap, likely fearing Maher's rebuttal would brand him a hypocrite. But by flipping her own argument, Maher turned the tables and shifted the direction of the conversation.
But don't tell me that the left hasn't changed. I mean, I'm old enough to remember when it was the conservatives who hated the Jews.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a joke. But,
Too dark. Too dark.
Well, maybe it is, but it's true. I mean, you know, if I had any doubt that I was right about the change that's happened in the left, watching people protest for an organization like Hamas, that straightened.
Bill Maher, a staunch liberal, was taken aback when he realized the crowd was backing Hamas. Have you noticed this? These so-called progressive activists are quick to condemn Israel for simply existing while ignoring the crimes committed by Hamas. Maher, despite his left-leaning views, is just as shocked by this hypocrisy as anyone else.
I mean, it's just astounding to me that they can't tell the good guys from the bad guys. I mean, just morally. I mean, let me tell you, if you're for Hamas, just live in Gaza for a day. And I'm not talking about while the war's on. I mean, before the war. Trust me, you would go running and screaming and begging to live in Tel Aviv, a place that has your value. I mean, women have no, I mean, this is a show watched by a lot of women. Women have no rights in this place. And a lot of majority Muslim countries around the world. I mean, there is no equal rights as far as speech, dress, opportunities for education, reproductive rights, freedom from sexual violence, freedom from harassment.
The LGBTQ community.
I mean,
yes.
you that too. But you throw around the term apartheid. There is a gender apartheid in a lot of the world, where women are second-class citizens. At best.
Some people's inability to discern right from wrong is shocking. If a Hamas supporter visited Gaza before the war, they'd quickly try to get to Tel Aviv, a city that reflects their values. Hostin, and most of you hosts would choose Israel, as it aligns with American ideals of liberty. Yet, woke activists ignore Palestine's strict laws on women's rights while condemning Israel. Maher exposed this hypocrisy, pointing out the stark difference in women's rights between Israel and Palestine, stirring controversy with the woke crowd.
About the innocent civilians that have been collectively punished and murdered, largely children and women. And are you at all concerned about the fact that the International Criminal Court just today issued a subpoena for Bibi?
Ridiculous, but because it's a and they're defending themselves. Now, do you think Hamas needs to...
Hostin's earlier claim that someone like Maher wouldn't reject woke culture to regain power was quickly shot down by him. She tried the familiar tactic of painting him as someone who encourages violence against innocent civilians. When Maher delivered a critical response, a typical woke move to discredit his morals, she fired back. As usual, when an argument falls apart under scrutiny, the next step is to attack someone's ethics. But Maher was ready. His sharp retort not only refuted Hostin, but also exposed the deeper flaws in the woke camp stance. It was, without a doubt, a masterstroke.
Question.
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
So how can we get out with a ceasefire?
All right. So Hamas needs to be destroyed because they are a terrorist organization who say openly that they want to commit genocide on the Jewish people, on the state of Israel. That's what from the river to the sea means. Okay? And they say it very openly. They said we did this. They've attacked Israel 5 times. They've started 5 wars since they were given that land back. They could have chosen to turn that place into any place they wanted to, and they took a lot of money that they took from the international community and they spent it on bombs and built. They need to be destroyed. How do we do that? It's a. I don't know how to do that, and you don't know how to do it. I assume the Israeli. Of course, everybody is, but that's what happens. Here's a way to stop that. Stop it. School liberals, which I mostly count myself as, old school conservatives. There's still some of those
You've
left.
Changed, though.
Wait, what are the other two?
Well, that's what I was trying to find out in this book. I don't think I have. And we were saying in the break we have to come up with a new word for woke. Let's have a contest because this is a word that's triggering. But I mean, those concepts